Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. What up, y'all? Doing a live. Haven't been on here in a long time. For Just Glow podcast, we're going to do a recap of the episodes. And if you guys have any questions on any episode that you have seen. You're so sweet. Oh, I love y'all. We're going to wait for Damon so we can talk. So let me know any questions you guys would like to know that any of the episodes. We got sacrifice. We got marriage. Oh, I love you guys. New Zealand's in the building. Oh, I miss you too. Claremont, Florida. I used to live in Lake Nona, like literally down the street, not too far from Claremont. What up, everybody? Thank you for joining. So today we're doing a live for Just Glow podcast. I am waiting for Damon to come in, and if you guys have any questions or any thoughts that you wanted more details on some of the episodes on the podcast, let me know. Brooklyn's in the building. New York. Yes. What up, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, long time no see. I haven't done a live in like forever. Okay, there's Damon. Hold on, let me see. How do I do this? Okay. Do. Okay, here we go. What up from England? England's in the building. I've been good. It's been a long time. Yes, Milwaukee. I'm on TikTok, but I only did like 3 TikToks in my life. Yeah, I gotta be consistent for real. I added him. I don't know what happened. What happened? Let's see. Accept. There we go. Let's see. Hold on. Is it working? I'm pressing it. Guys, bear with me. I'm trying. It says someone to join, and I did. Let's see. Do. Hold on. Let me try to get him again. Damon, send me another request. For some reason, it's not happening. It says unable to join. So send me another request, Damon. It's not happening right now. There you are. I got you. Yeah. Damon's in the building. Welcome to Just Glow podcast and my special guest, Damon Williams. What up, baby? What up, Poppy?
What's happening? What's up? What's up, people all over the place? I see people checking in from Michigan and the UK and all the that. I'm here in Chicago. What's up?
Yes, I'm here in South Florida. Beautiful, thank God. You know, all the tornadoes are gone. The hurricane done passed.
Man,
crazy.
That was bananas. I'll take snow over them storms. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm thinking about that too. You know, it's insane. It is insane. And this one was a doozy, and it wasn't that close to us in South Florida, and we felt it. Like we usually like hurricane is no big deal, but this one was a big deal. It was a lot of devastation, a lot of flooding. It was not good. And people were panicking, like there was no food on the shelves, and I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, that just goes to show you how quick everything can dissolve if people start panicking. You need to have some supplies just in case. Yeah, right now, while you're enjoying your beautiful sunny day, take your ass to Walmart and get some canned goods and some toilet paper, toothpaste and such.
Right. Why does toilet paper always go first? My brother's in Orlando and they said there was no toilet paper. I don't get that concept. Like, do you not buy enough to wipe your ass for what is a hurricane? You need more? I don't get that. Like,
because hurricanes scare the shit out of people.
Right. Word. No, true facts.
Right.
So today we're talking about episodes on my previous episodes. So I had like 15 episodes. So we did sacrifice, we did about marriage, we did about can you still be friends after dating? Can you be friends? You have friends that you have dated?
Yeah, I mean, in my history, I mean, I've been out here a long time, so and it's been a long time since I dated. But yeah, I'm still most of my situations end, you know, amicably. So
Right.
everybody's still friends. You know, ain't nobody scratching up paint or, you know, acting a fool. So yeah, pretty smooth with it. Except for one. It's one girl in Detroit. She'll never talk to me again, but that's on her.
Right. Exactly. So let's do questions. Any question that pops out, you read. Let's discuss.
Okay. Somebody
Like,
said nope, it doesn't work. Like I said, all depends on how it worked when it worked. You know.
right. I think it depends if you were friends first, and it's not just sex. So I think if you're friends, you appreciate the friendship and you just don't want to lose that friendship and you can still be friends. You know, you know.
It depends on how deep you get. Like dating is one thing, but if you live together, y'all had to split property and talk about who
Right.
moving, who got to go. Then you probably won't talk to them much more.
Right. No, yeah. I mean, when you start giving up your stuff, feelings and emotions and anger come involved, and children, I can see that as well. But
Yeah,
it
that's
depends, like you
when
said,
it's
how they
deep.
break apart. Say
Yeah,
again?
and I know the feeling because I done lost a house before. I done left with just my clothes, so I'm married for good now. You believe that?
No more marriage for you.
No, married now and for good.
Oh, okay. Got
Yeah,
you. So you only been married once, or this is second marriage?
this is my second.
Your second. That's
Yeah.
good.
So, a lot of times, ladies, if you're the first wife out there, you like training wheels. Hang in there. He
That's
might fall.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah, he might fall and stumble, but once he learn how to ride, he do it right. But that's sometimes too late.
Right. No, I think it's all about the connection and how do you guys bond. That's why I said friendship is a must in a relationship. Without friendship, you have nothing, and you're not willing to heal. You're not willing. Everything is like, I'm gonna break up with you. It doesn't matter the smallest minute thing. So people don't. Oh my God, at relationships, people don't cherish relationships anymore.
They not sturdy. The ladies not built like your great grandmothers and your grandmothers. They knew all about Henry's whole other family. Just as long as none of them bastards showed up at her church and they didn't hear about it on her job, Henry
Right.
could do that. You saw Fences, Viola Davis. She snotted
Right.
up. She knew the baby. It was down the street, but she was like, she took care of the baby. So,
Right.
y'all built different now.
That's true. That is definitely true with the women. I'm going to give you that. Mothers are not mothers. You see these women, they're gone for 3, 4 months, and you're like, where are your children at? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is different. It is totally different. But the men too, though. The men has changed too. You can't put it all on the women.
No,
The men,
that's facts. Yeah.
yeah, they all
And
over the place.
there was no social media. So, you know, I grew up down the street from my brother who I didn't meet till he was 13. So
Oh my
Pops,
gosh.
he could just come down the block, drop off Christmas money, go a couple lights down, drop off a
Right.
little more Christmas money, probably get a plate of meat over here, macaroni over there. It was different. You could do that.
Right. Because you guys weren't, yeah, neighbors don't really talk like that. That is facts.
Right.
Kids don't
Yeah.
play with each other like that, especially nowadays. That can happen
I
easy.
grew I grew up with a friend, my man Mike. I ain't gonna say his last name. Rest in peace to his pops, but he was a cold man. So he found out he had siblings because one time he and his mom and other siblings that are his home family were out with their dad, and they caught a flat. And while he was fixing the flat, this lady was coming across the street, and these two little kids said, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," and ran up to him. And that's how he found out
Oh my
he had
God.
his brother and sister across town. Yeah.
That is insane. I
That's
mean,
the
even
Lord. That was the Lord revealing the situation. Because you get a flat in a neighborhood where she happened to be walking down the street. Yeah, that's
God,
just
like
Jesus.
you're gonna be told on today, like that was destined for them to meet,
The
anyways,
truth shall
right?
come to
Yeah,
the light, as they say.
yeah. I think my son has a lot of brothers and sisters over there too. My oldest, he he met a few people. He was like, I think we brothers, and I was like, maybe, baby, maybe. Your dad was wild. Your dad was a wild one. I wonder if my dad did too, but I don't think so. But nobody has been knocking on my door, or email, or Facebook. We're brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
Not
no,
at
that
all.
usually happens at the funeral.
No,
You
he
see
did
that lady,
pass. He did
that
pass,
lady.
but no, I didn't get any. I didn't get
Well,
any.
then all is good.
Right.
His legacy is solid because it's usually that lady come crying extra hard. She got on black. She got her own limo. Who the hell is she? She got the baby bop. So it's, yeah, your pops. Legacy lives on.
That is crazy. So that's how Detroit's in the building. So I'm going down. Let's see if they have any questions for us today. A lot of people. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for all the beautiful blessings and positive energy. You see something, babe?
Yeah, everybody's saying that they didn't have no surprise family. Well, God bless you in that. In your
Right, exactly.
your traditional Christian household family.
You know, exactly. You know, they act like, you know, not them. But do a DNA, and I bet you'll get a list of, you know, family relatives and be like, maybe you have a half brother or sister. I know a lot of people that did that DNA testing, and
Yeah,
they found that they have a lot of relatives,
that ancestry. Yeah,
sisters. Yes.
that's exposed a few mothers out here. A friend of mine, her mother had not told her sister that, you know, that wasn't her dad, and I don't think she even told him. And she went and got the DNA test and found out she got cousins that were related to nobody in their family, including her father. And so that's how they found out. She was in her 30s.
Jeez,
So
that's
be careful
devastating.
what you ask for.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think
Just ask your
sometimes it's
grandmother.
okay for not knowing? Like, would you
Yeah.
prefer to know, or would you prefer not to know?
Well, I have multiple siblings around, and I'm glad that we've met and we bonded. The ones that are, you know, cool. So I'd rather know, you know,
Right,
and
me too.
then and as far as my own, you know, DNA, I'd like to know who my real daddy is, you know. And I
Right,
found that
right.
out when I was 12. But it was undeniable. If y'all go through my page, anybody that knows my father and I look just alike. And I just lost my pops Christmas Eve. May he rest in peace.
I'm sorry. Yeah, RIP.
So yeah, it's a tricky, interesting scenario.
Your mic just got crazy for a minute.
No, that was somebody. I tried to turn on my do not disturb so my phone wouldn't ring, and
Oh,
then
okay,
it's
okay, okay.
ringing. Yeah, it's ringing. So then if I turn
No,
it
it's
off, then
okay.
I can't hear you. It's weird. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
if I turn it to a karate movie, just know my phone is ringing.
No, but right, right. Oh, right now, because you sound funny now.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
throws it
there it
off.
goes. There it goes. There it goes.
I'm
Yes,
back.
yes. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
you're
back.
back.
I'm about to say because I was actually just moving my lips and not really saying anything.
No, you were saying, but you sounded like muffled. You sounded like
Yeah,
far away.
everything good. Okay, who? St. Kitts. What about St. Kitts in October? Well, I know I won't be there because they said the 13th through the 16th. I'm going to New York this week coming up to do Sherry Shepherd's new talk show. So
Oh, nice.
I'll be on Sherry on the 12th. Then in the DC DMV area for that. If in case anybody don't have no questions, I got answers y'all ain't asked for.
Any questions on previous Just Glow podcast? What up, Sketch?
Yeah, and you know, actually, if you were to like pull up some of your topics from previous podcasts, I would love to comment or
Oh
chime
yeah,
in.
tell me.
Yeah,
Yes, please. Tell me.
yeah.
Tell me what grabbed your attention. What episode?
No, I'm telling you to tell me what the episodes were
Oh
about.
yes, yes. Okay, so the
Oh,
first
wait a minute.
episode.
Did
So the
somebody
first
say something
episode.
about Kanye?
What they say?
Something about Kanye. Yeah, all my thoughts on Kanye. Please let me answer that first.
Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
First of all, Kanye West is certifiably a genius. So is R. Kelly, right?
Agreed.
Chicago,
Agreed.
both my
Oh, because
home
they're from Chicago. That's right. That's
representatives.
right.
You know, that's who we working with. We got Common, and we had the late great Bernie Mac, of course. And we're celebrating his birthday this weekend at Riddle's Comedy Club that I run. But Kanye specifically, sometimes you got to separate the art from the artist. Kanye musically is a genius. He's a a forward thinker. He's a visionary. I give him all that. So for y'all to keep falling for it when this genius is putting stuff out to push your buttons, it's working
Right.
every time.
It
Quit
is.
letting
It is.
Kanye
It
put on a
is.
White Lives Matter shirt. Y'all like, of course he knew that was the reaction he was gonna get.
Right.
Were we talking about Kanye the day before yesterday? Nope. But Kanye know how to push them buttons, and y'all fall right for it. Keep on falling for Kanye. He done crazy cuckooed himself to $1 billion. Keep talking about Kanye. He's a genius.
Right. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't think it should have been. Everybody should have had an uproar with the T-shirt. So what? I think we overreact on things. You know, don't you think so? Like for
Yeah,
a
I
T-shirt
mean,
for a
but
saying though.
that's what this is, you know, social media, and the fact that we didn't have this type of connection with people like 20 years ago, so we didn't get to interact with all the crazy ass people in the world. You could
Right,
avoid
right,
the people you ain't want to talk to. You didn't
right,
if they
right.
didn't have your number,
That's true.
you know, even if
That's
you owe
true.
somebody money, you could be gone. You could ghost people. Now, if you don't answer their call, they on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your TikTok,
Oh my
you
God,
know,
yes.
they can Google your house and see what your yard look like. It's ridiculous.
Yo, that's scary shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if they know the location of where you live, they can get your address.
Yeah, and
Some
if
scary
they get your
times.
address, Zillow will tell them how much you paid for your house, when you bought it. They'll show you take your leaves in the backyard. It's a lot of it's crazy. We got too much access, so that's why
Yeah.
all this craziness, you know, mental illness, and no, not to make light of that, or mental dysfunction, has been prevalent since the beginning of time. But
Right.
now they got a camera and they can come online and just, you know, spew out cuckoo shit, and we just go for it. So that's my opinion on the whole circumstance.
Yeah, I think people in general overreact to things. And I think just to get attention or just to get a whoa, let's, ban them. Let's do I think it's way too much just for a fucking t-shirt. I really do.
Yeah. And
You
you
know.
can't cancel Kanye because come on now, he would have been
Yeah.
canceled 18 times ago.
Right,
I see
right.
my man Mark Young from down there at 99 Jams. He works in that whole affiliate. Want to know when I'm coming back to Miami? I'm coming for Marvin Dixon's anniversary at the Dania Beach Casino. So it's not Miami, but it'll be South Florida. And I'm waiting on him to give me the dates on that. I believe it's February.
Nice.
Somebody say
Nice.
Kanye's a button pusher. Yep, that's what he does. He's a puppet master, and we the puppets. And then
Exactly.
next thing you know, he'll have an album out, or he'll be selling some goofy ass shoes. I know who
Right.
really can't stand Kanye, Crocs, because nobody was really doing the Croc thing, right? As far as the community in the hood. Then Kanye made some Croc looking shoes, and then the Crocs, the price went up. But I know white people like, man, we had our little cheap, little ugly shoes all to ourselves, and now they're a premium product. So that's who mad. People used to rock Crocs before Kanye.
Wait, how much is he selling those for?
Well, he just announced that he's going to change his whole business model. He's going to do direct to consumer, and
Right.
everything's going to be $20. So he said,
What? Oh, that's
everything
awesome.
cool. Which is really crazy if you bought them when they was whatever they used to be.
Right. Exactly.
You sitting there with your $1,400 Kanye's, and now they 20.
Yeah. That, I know. Now they can't resell them.
Exactly. I'm checking some of these comments and questions.
Okay.
I missed a lot of them because my feed froze once I stopped it. All right, Gloria, something about OnlyFans. I saw that. No, that wasn't me.
You're too funny.
Yeah, because see, that's the advantage women have. Y'all, when the world shut down, a woman could go online and pop a titty out, and dudes be like, "How much you see the?" Right? We couldn't
Right,
do that.
right, right,
We
right.
couldn't
No,
pop one
that's
ball
not true.
out.
That is not fucking true. There's a
Shit.
lot of dudes that are on OnlyFans and they're making a lot of money.
Well,
So,
thank you for correcting and interrupting the joke. But
oh, I'm
but
sorry.
no, but I'm sure there are more men OnlyFans subscribers than there are women subscribing to dudes. You know, because y'all ain't got to pay. You could just text somebody, say, "Send me a picture of your dick," and it'll come right to your phone. We anybody,
Sure
any man,
do.
it could be a random dude. You could dial 10 digits and push send. And if a man asks, say, when I hang up, send me a dick, and he'd be like, okay. So why
That's
would y'all
true.
pay for that? So they some suckers if they out there paying to see a man. That's goofball activity.
Oh my God. That is funny as hell.
Now it might not be the one you want to see.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you might get some frogs before you get to your prince when it comes to that, but randomly y'all can do that. We can't pop one ball out and hope somebody won't see our other ball. It's not happening.
You're hilarious. Sketch said the only way to cancel him is by ignoring the bait. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. But they're not going to ignore him.
They're
He is,
not to be
he's the
ignored.
show by him. Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, because it's a train wreck. So love him or hate him.
Right.
It's like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd say, "Come to my fight and watch me if you would like me, or come to my fight and see me get my ass whooped." Possibly. If you hate me, come see somebody with me. Either way it go, buy the ticket.
Right. Don't drink Kanye Kool-Aid. And they never did.
Yeah, that's a grown person using the
Right,
Kool-Aid.
right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
some millennials on here. Like, first of all, what is Kool-Aid? Second of all, what does drinking Kool-Aid got to do with it? So let me explain to you. Back in the, I think it was the 70s or the 80s, there was a guy named Jim Jones, right? And he made some poison Kool-Aid for all his followers, thus the term, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Now, if you didn't know that before I said it, give me a thumbs up or some hearts or some flowers or something. Yeah, youngins.
That is too funny.
You can't.
Welcome.
It's negativity. Yep, can't ignore anybody. Someone said because negativity is what makes money. Yeah, the whole social media structure, people love to pile on and be negative. If you put up something, hey, I just opened my new business, you'll get 22 likes. But if you go up there and say, man, can y'all see these fools broke in my business? Now they're like, you heard what happened to old boy's business? You know.
Right.
So you got to spin your stuff in order to have just enough controversy to draw people in. But then if you're a positive person, you know, hit them with the light once you pull them in.
No, you're right. Take what you want from the internet. That's definitely true. I think some people shouldn't be on the internet because they believe everything. Like, I think older people like my mom and certain people should not be on the fucking internet because they were like, you know what, the world's going to end. I was like, no, it's not. It's fucking not. You know, let's get together and kumbaya and pray. I was like, Ma, it's not ending yet. It's not time.
Right, we're going to be okay, Ma. And you don't have to send any more money to that Nigerian person that's struggling. And if you get an email or a text or a notification that I'm kidnapped somewhere, please, Mama, don't send your money, all right? Check with 3 people first.
Do you have family members that do that? Like, you know, tell you things and you're like, that's not true. That's not, like, believe everything they see?
I got my older brother, he don't have to see it nowhere because he's convinced of everything he can talk about. He gonna find the controversy, the conspiracy, the negativity behind it because he's very devout Muslim. Yeah. But he's
right. Anyway, I get you.
He
there's different type of Muslims now, you know. So there's, you know, real spiritual. There's ones, you know, that pick and choose, especially when it comes to religion. People pick and choose what they want to believe or how they live their life and how they structured it, you know.
Right. You know, don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but still come get a plate. Those people.
Right.
Yeah. So he's that guy. So he always got something. Every time he'll back it up because I saw it on the program. I watched the documentary. I just heard it on the radio. So he takes it all in and absorbs it and spews it back out like it's fact. I mean, you ain't fact check none of this, but I love him. And a lot of times he is, you know, it's based in love and the spirit of trying to be an improvement to my circumstance. But when you disagree with his information that he got down from NPR or somebody, no, I just heard it on the radio. He snapped. I'm like, bruh, I said, where's the peace?
Right.
No, and he'll hang up on you. That's the bullshit. And Dave loses religion. He called back, hey, my brother, that was out of pocket and out of character from
My mom's the same way. I swear to God. Like, oh my God, that's so funny. What do you think about conspiracy theories? I posted something not too long ago, a couple of days ago. What do you think about conspiracy theories?
Initially, you got to, check the source. You know, that's, if you get it from, like, if you get conspiracy theories in publications, you can tell what the mentality of the publication. Like if what's up? I can't even think of that right wing joint, but Newsmax. One time they had a medical, signs of heart, issues, blah blah blah. So I clicked on it, but that automatically subscribed me, and now I started getting all this Trump. I started getting all this is a while back. Started getting all this Republican rhetoric, and now I just watch it so I can see what they're talking about. So when I get something from Newsmax, I know it's some bullshit. Period. or it's skewed, it's skewed to their opinion. But every conspiracy probably has some validity to it, unless you start talking about extraterrestrials and people getting, snatched up and going to other planets. And that could be the case, but until we get it on footage, I don't believe it. So I listen.
So you don't believe anything you don't see? Is that what you're saying? You don't believe anything you don't see?
No, but I believe what I see.
Right.
more so
Okay.
than I don't believe stuff I don't see. And I'm not the wisest person where I can feel like I know all the information. So I'll take people's opinion at face
Hmm.
value and of course absorb it. But if it's not logical to me and it don't affect me personally, then I let it just brush my shoulders off because life too short to be caught up in conspiracies and wondering what if they trying to put microchips in your arm so they can know where you are. That's what the COVID is all about, man. First of all, you only got so many days on this planet. You ain't got time to be worrying. Worrying about shit is just a wish for something bad to happen.
No, not worry, but knowledge about what is happening in your world, and you're leaving your world to your children's children. So you're gonna want to, fight, be a warrior. So just lay back and say, fuck it. I'm gonna die before they get to the chips. I'm gonna die before these robots gonna control the world. You can't have that attitude. You know what I'm
Yes, you can if it's blue pill.
saying? You're so
Some people want
stupid.
the red pill, want all the knowledge and have all the information so that they can worry their asses to death. And some people just want the blue pill and taste the steak like a steak and see
Right.
life through rose-colored glasses. So I'm kind of a green pill. It's a
Okay,
mixture
you're
of
right in the
red and
middle.
blue.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
right. But I get what you're saying, though. I mean, I'm not out here oblivious to what's going on.
Right,
And
exactly.
of course, I have a son who I want to have a wonderful place and prosperous life throughout, and his children's children. But that's beyond our control. So I don't get too deeply caught up in it. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Now I hear what you're saying. I respect your opinion.
But clearly, there's a couple of little weird shits that you believe in because you're like, no, you can't just blow it off. So what's one conspiracy theory that you believe that people consider conspiracy, but you believe?
Oh, they consider anything that you go against the government is considered conspiracy theory. So,
Mhm.
poisoning in our food, the toxins in our water, polluting our air. There's so many. And we actually see it, we feel it when we eat certain things. Back in the day, I could eat anything. Nowadays, I can't just eat anything. It makes, like, we have to be aware when we eat how we feel. We feel nauseous, we have diarrhea, you feel sick and ill. Like, more food that we eat now, we feel sick. I feel fatigued. The air smells different. Sometimes the water smells polluted in your house. Like they 1 minute it'll smell like like chlorine, the next minute it smells. So they're messing with us. I mean, look at
Right.
some of the waters now that are black. Water, they're dirty. So I
Yeah.
mean, uh, you
Well,
cannot say that they're
all
not
that.
trying to kill us slowly. Now, so many people have cancer. Like so many of my family members automatically recently during COVID were cancer. We have cancer. That's not inherent, that's
Yeah,
man-made. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
certainly, I
So
mean, the mass production of food and GMO and things of that nature has definitely contributed to our life expectancy, our health and such. But that uncomfortable feeling you get when you eat certain things, that's lactose, man. When you get a certain,
no, you're so stupid. You're
you
so
talking about
stupid.
having gas and bloat?
Nah, nah, nah.
That's
That's not it.
cheese, that's
That's
milk,
not
that's
it,
ice
homie.
cream.
That's not fucking it. You're in fucking denial. But you could be in denial though.
I'm
You could
just
be in
telling you,
fucking
you get
denial.
past,
No
you
way.
get past 35, you can't eat the
Nah.
fast food or the ice cream
Oh,
because
I
it's
don't.
going.
No, it's not the same. Listen. I want to farm. I want to grow me my own crops, do my own shit. That's my next goal because the fruit don't taste the same. Like if you go to other countries, their fruit is fresh and it's a different feeling. You get a different rush, a different energy from the fruit that you now buy in certain these, grocery stores. So they're
Certainly.
definitely putting things in it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah,
even our chicken's not the same. Like none of that. And where are they getting all these chickens from? Like you really gotta, it's common sense, but people are not fucking thinking thoroughly. It's just
word.
so. I mean, yeah, I respect your opinion, but
Yeah, I'm in there with
reality
you
is
too.
is
Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't care about the population. It's all about profit, especially in the U.S. So in this capitalist situation, it's about mass producing food and making it as cheap as possible and
right.
as much as possible, as fast as possible. The hell with the nutritional value of it. I mean, if you knew what you think you ordered a chicken breast sandwich and you think it's all chicken breast, and then somebody tell you it's a box of paste that's been dyed and
Right.
cooked to
Oh my
believe,
God.
make
Yes.
it look like chicken. So yeah, until you get a cow, a chicken, a rooster, uh, a farm, some dirt, some seeds, you're gonna have to
Right.
eat some of this garbage. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
hope for
Even
the best, but it's
chemtrails.
better.
What do you think?
Go
What
ahead.
do you think about chemtrails? Someone just wrote chemtrails. What do you think about chemtrails? Like those planes flying and spraying the air, and they're
They've been
saying
doing
it's
that forever.
water. They
They've been
have
doing
been.
that
They
forever.
have been. They
That's
have been.
Yeah, I mean, look, we could think about that's a conspiracy theory for sure because the little chemtrail, you know, I see them, they shoot around, but they be up there. I never
Where do
see
you
it.
think it falls? Where do you think it falls in our air? Like, come on, dude, seriously.
It's pollution for sure. I mean, jet fuel
Right,
is
right,
is
right,
a chemtrail.
exactly.
You know,
Well,
we
no,
shouldn't be
not just
breathing
jet.
air,
Did
but we
you
shouldn't be
know?
breathing air that shot out from jet fuel. So we already know it's only so you either gonna have you're gonna go back, you're gonna be an
Stupid.
Amish. You know what I'm saying? And live right, pure and clear, and
That's
people
what.
gonna die of scurvy
Right,
and shit, or we gonna deal with this we gonna deal with this modern age we are in, and try to work our way
right.
to Whole Foods, you know, and something because yeah, we don't want to go back to when people were living on a farm and eating potatoes and live to be 40 and you got married at age 12. So something they
I don't
doing is
believe
helping.
that. I don't believe that. I don't believe. I think farmers back in the day they lived longer. I don't believe what the
They
story.
did.
They a lot of things they lived long time. They didn't have short span time,
Go
right?
look in the cemetery when you
You
visit
can't
somebody.
listen. You so
And look at
stupid,
the
yo.
1800s. They was born in 1812 and died in 1846. And they had a wife and kids. They were a banker,
You stupid,
farmer.
yo. You
Yeah, so
stupid.
tell you, now we got the long dash, 1943 to 2021, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Back
Right.
then, 1806 to 1827, it's a wrap on
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
wrap on Melissa or Gertrude, all of them, they was out of here. So,
No.
longer. So something is preserving us. Some of this plastic we ingesting is
That's
helping.
God. That's God saying to the
So God
demons,
didn't
you,
like
you
people
can't,
in
you can't, you
1800.
you're not gonna take them all out at once. That's why there's so many people giving birth. Like if you notice that when during COVID and we were on lockdown, so many people had babies. That's not gonna happen. A lot of people passed, but there was a lot of
They got
reborn.
replaced. Yeah.
That's
So
right.
you saying God didn't like Ephraim them back in the 1800s?
No, I don't agree with you. I think they lived longer than what we live now. I don't believe what they're
They
telling us.
didn't. They
I don't
didn't.
believe that. I don't believe that. Fresh,
Okay.
everything. They were walking the ground. They wasn't fertilized. It wasn't all these cars that they weren't with around pollution. Look at our
True.
ocean.
True.
Nothing but junk. Like it's insane of how our world it is today. And it was fresh then. They were eating fresh food. They were hunting. They were hunters. They were like warriors and farmers. Nah, they lived a long time. They just feeding us the bullshit. But
Word.
you can eat that.
All right. So let's start hunting, but it ain't even nothing out to hunt
I
because
would.
you can't hunt the animals because they eat our food. You try to hunt a squirrel, that squirrel is full of like chicken. Seagulls eat fried chicken. You can't hunt wildlife no more. So what we gonna do?
Oh my God. We would have to go in a place where it's just land and animals, that's not
Now
surrounded with.
see, Kanye's a genius. That's why he went to Wyoming.
I agree with you. I fucking agree with you. Hell yeah.
Yep. You just got land and animals and no drive-throughs.
I'm with him.
Oh, we
I'm
ignoring the
reading a
people.
little bit. There's a lot of people what up coming in and out.
Yeah, the
What up,
rodents and the
Teddy?
chicken are
Teddy
poisonous.
Riley's in the building. What up, Teddy?
Ted, let me tell you, man, my first time ever on stage, I came up to Rump Shaker in 1992. When that song came out, the first song I had the DJ play, the first time I went on, all jokes aside, came up to Rump Shaker. Thank you, sir.
That's crazy. Rum shaker. Teddy's
Yep.
going on tour too. I love our music, our generation, their generation, because I'm a little bit younger than Teddy. But oh my God, our music is classic music. What do you think about now music? Like, I mean, we got some good music, but not to the extent like the 80s, the 90s, 2000s.
Well, the good music doesn't get pushed to the forefront because it doesn't fit the agenda of most of the programmers and those the powers that be that control what's heard. Luckily, we have streaming and YouTube and such where independent artists can get their music out, but they don't get the mass appeal until the numbers get up. So, like for instance, my son actually is a talented artist and an activist and a bunch of other things, but he has a song that just came out. It's called "Messy Moments." It's on all streaming platforms. Damon A. Williams. Beautiful song. It's a part love song, part song or marching orders for our people. You know what I mean? Because he's
Oh,
an actor.
beautiful.
Messy Moments. Damon A. Williams. Damon _AF on Instagram. Back to Teddy Riley though. If you go to Teddy Riley
Yes.
show, they better have his equipment in order because Teddy is very precise
He
about.
is. He is.
Woo!
And wait. Teddy will be at rehearsal for 3 to 4 fucking hours to make
That's
sure
what I'm trying to tell
he's
you.
a perfectionist. Teddy's
He
a
is
fucking
very
perfectionist.
precise. But when he comes out, he hit. Ted,
Yeah.
if you still, I saw him comment. If he's still in there, I think it was the Joiner cruise. He's a Joiner festival at sea, and he didn't give a shit. We could have, we could have got our asses off that boat. He wasn't playing until his shit was right, and he did it, and it was amazing because he had all the graphics in the background and everything, and every little that little thing, that little. And yeah, Teddy know what I'm talking about. It was amazing. Once Teddy shit is tight, period. You gonna enjoy it, and he gonna dance and sing and put on his white. Yeah, it was an awesome show, but it was midnight.
Right. You mean they started that late?
It was an 8 o'clock show, but it was midnight when we were really feeling the zoom and the po. Much love, Teddy and Bruce, man.
God.
You and Babyface need to redo your verses with proper equipment. While we got your attention, you and Face need to do that over, man. Where y'all have everything like they got it now, if they still doing verses. I ain't heard about one recently, but yeah, they need to redo that verses because they did the first verses. Y'all got us through COVID, but it was like, they was logging off and freezing, and it was circles and shit. We didn't hear half the songs, so I want them to do another verses.
Yeah, me too. I mean, both of them. That's genius music. Like instrument playing, writing,
Unlimited.
producing.
Unlimited
They don't make Teddy rallies out here no more like that.
Nope, they do not.
Or Babyface.
The last Teddy close to Teddy was Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah. Teddy said
that
we're taking it on
music,
tour.
You know, we got to live within the generation we're in. And sometimes, you know, like we put down, like, especially hip hop, you know, we talking about how bad it is, how detrimental it is and such. Yeah. And it is, literally, to untrained, undeveloped minds. You shouldn't be on your way to school in the morning, on your way to first grade, listen to music with several murders in it.
Agreed. Point blank. And drugs. Murder, drugs, and like sex.
And sex, yeah, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever. But, you know, for those who want to pass judgment, like we kicked it, you know. I came up on NWA Snoop and them, and so me and my son have had this debate, and I'm like, you know, y'all music is, you know, it's trash, and we had more meaningful and red, black, and green, and all this symbolism. He came out, but what about guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat dick for your motherfucking? I'm like, oh well, we did have some ratchet music too, so.
Yeah, but they're talking about a lifestyle that we live. This is real shit that Snoop was talking about. This is real shit that, you know, the NWA was talking about. These kids are just speaking and not making sense. It's not concept songs. They're just talking just to talk. They repeat themselves. And it's like nonsense. It's not, they don't give you goosebumps. They don't get you feelings. When I hear Snoop album, it takes me back. It's different. Right. You know?
Once again, it's just like lactose. This generation, we are grown.
Stupid.
Right. So we can't digest their music, but it is more detrimental because these kids, like NWA, did gangster rap, and it was a portrayal and a portrait of the landscape overall. These cats are specifically targeting each other, beefing with each other, and going out and doing what they say in the songs. NWA portrayed some of the stuff that was happening in the neighborhood, but they wasn't, you know, Dre and Q wasn't out shooting and rolling in a 6'4" and none of that. But they knew
allegedly.
They was in the studio. You can't be doing all that in the studio. They'll tell you that themselves. These cats go straight from the studio, drop a location, I'm up here with y'all on, and people show up and they shoot at each other. You know what I'm saying? It's bogus as hell. So we're going to have to turn the tide on our music because the fact that the young impressionables see it and they believe that's the only reality that exists. And so they're not getting the stuff to give you goosebumps. We have party songs. If you listen to white stations, every song is a party. I got sunshine in my pocket and my girl out dancing. You know, they dancing.
Right.
They might pop a beat or something, you know, but they ain't out here shooting and killing. Ain't no murder on pop stations.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I got sunshine in my pocket and my best girls in the dancing.
Is that a real song?
No, but it'll go platinum on a pop station. Country music station, they got some darkness.
I love country music. Yeah, they got a little bit of everything. They do. Yeah,
but it's usually a relationship. She left me lonely and took my truck. You know, they
Right, right. That's
that's the
true.
problem. You listen to country too long, you kill yourself. But because
That is not true. Do not
it's like
believe him.
Southern
That's
blues.
not true.
It's like
That is
red.
not true.
Yes, it is. The ones I've heard. If
You're
I
listening to the wrong country music. I'll tell you that because I love country
apparently
music.
I'm in the sad country hour
You
on
have to be. You have like
W
emo
country.
country, like emo country. There's a lot of like country music that sounds R&B-ish, like
Yeah, but
soulful country.
yes, see, but that's a hybrid though.
Right, right, right.
I'm talking that country music where the dust is on the truck and my girl just left and my dog got a leg and yeah, that country.
Right, right, right. He's so stupid, yo. Oh my God. Oh, I also wanted to ask you because I posted one of your specials on Star about how the men now are very feminine, are very, with the flip flops and wearing dresses and tube tops and makeup and hair. I would love your perception on that and how, especially now, you see a lot of hip hop and Latin artists too are doing that.
I let people do people, you know. You're
Right,
not
right,
going.
right.
This not. That's a trick bag question.
Right, right.
If I had some type of issue with the LGBTQWXYZIAG, I wouldn't say it right here on the Glow Show
Right,
podcast, but I don't. My son, like I said, he's an
right.
activist, so he's enlightened me because in stand-up specifically, there was a lot of homophobia and a lot of misogyny in the 80s and 90s. You know, like Eddie
Right,
Murphy
right.
couldn't do Raw today or
Right.
even or Delirious, where he called the F word. You got to watch. You got to
Amazing.
can't step on no toes. You know, hilarious material. I love it.
Amazing.
I'm a laugh,
Me too. Me
but
too.
people get the sensitivity and the ability with the cancel culture and social media to have their opinion affect your career. Used to be, you heard somebody's feeling the comedy club, they'd be like, "Fuck him," and they go in the parking lot and cry about it. Now they can go online and yelp your ass, and it'll be a note. Everywhere you go, it'll be a note.
Yeah,
3 yelp
that is
your ass.
true.
So I ain't about to get
Right.
notes out here, flat out for one. For two, the
He's
LGBTQ
so stupid.
community needs to lighten up. Everybody gets joked off. You know what I'm saying? If you come to a comedy
Yes.
experience, expect comedy. Now, if something hurts your feelings and you tuned in on the show and you didn't know that this show was going to be on and he said something like Chappelle might have said and it turned you off, you stumbled
Right.
into that. But if you buy a ticket to go to a comedy show,
Right.
allow the comedian to joke about what he jokes about and take it as such. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus, they funny. Gay dudes especially. Ladies, your gay male friend is the funniest person you all know. In every squad, that dude is hilarious. No, that's where y'all get y'all slang from. Y'all don't even make up your own slang.
No, right.
Y'all know gay
Exactly.
dudes make up most of y'all popular slang. No woman thought of, yas, bitch. No woman said that first. That's a gay dude. Yeah.
Agreed, agreed,
And
agreed.
how you doing? That's a gay dude as well.
Yo, you fucking crack me up, yo. I love you.
But
That
laugh.
is
Everybody should
true.
laugh. The thing is, if you wanted to come out to see some humor, you got to expect whatever. That'd be like if I
Yes,
went to
I agree.
a show and it's a white guy. I went to the redneck blue collar comedy and they happen to do a joke about blacks. I already know they're going to do a joke about blacks. You know what I mean?
Right,
Now, if the
right,
N word go too far, it's my right and to have a complaint about it, to leave, maybe even request a refund. But I don't think that person should never be able to work again and feed his family. Maybe he'll learn from the experience. And we already know that's how they feel about it. So, you know, at least he said it out loud.
right. Let's do it. No, you're right. And it's
Yeah.
art. Like you can't get offended with someone being artistic in their nature. If they're prejudiced, if they're racist, and you come and you know that's their type of comedy, like you said,
Right.
you know what you're walking into. Just like music and movies. I think people are less offended, but now they're getting on the movies too, especially with the whole Little Mermaid, her not being white. I'm just like, Jesus.
She's not real. So there is no authentic mermaid color. There are no mermaids. A mermaid could be, if she was magenta, nobody would say shit.
Right,
But she got
right.
a little melanin. Now it's a mermaid blasphemy. The Mermaid Supporters of America Coalition Against Black Mermaids came out and said, this is a farce and a fallacy. There are no black mermaids. There are no mermaids.
Right.
So let that ride. That's like saying there's no black Santa Claus or If you show up a
Right.
skinny Santa Claus, that I'd be more concerned with a skinny Santa Claus than a fat one. I mean, than a black one.
Oh my God, you're too hilarious.
The fact that
Yeah.
skinny Santa Claus don't exist. How a fat ass Santa Claus come down the chimney? Let's just start with that. We should have more skinny Santa.
Yeah, I think the how they reacted, and she's young, she's beautiful, she's talented, she fits.
Super
So
talented.
yeah, the
Yeah,
uproar was
it's
insane.
perfect.
It was just regular prejudice. That I mean,
It's perfect.
there's no other words to it. They were
That's
definitely
all
prejudiced.
it can be. It's and it's ingrained in our in us as people in this country more so than other places. Even though there are some places you can go and find some racism. We went to a place called Martinique, uh, off a cruise ship, and they literally it was an all black cruise, so it was kind of overwhelming because it was 3,000 of us. But we kind of descended on this little quiet little island, and they just started shutting the gate. They didn't want our business. They told us we
What?
don't want your we don't
Wait,
want
where
your
was that
business. Martinique. If you ever go to Martinique, it's a French Caribbean island stop, and they don't give a shit about your black ass. I'm telling you, they didn't want to serve us food. It was like we got off the ship, and we were in the 50s.
Oh
And they're
my
brown.
God.
These people are kind of brownish, you know what I mean? But they speak French, and they were so discriminatory. So it happens everywhere, you know what I mean? So people, prejudice is a thing we can't avoid. But that young lady, I'm glad to see her shine, and she blew up big. And opposite of her sister, she don't have to shake her ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
She
So
working off straight
stupid.
stuff.
Listen, don't do that. Don't do that because
No
everybody's
disrespect.
personality is different, and the way the
Yes, and
expression
body's
of
different
your
because
body. When you're in Africa, their dances are vogue and they're half naked, but it's a spiritual thing. It's dance is. I hate when people say that because
Miss Velez, did I
yes,
say I was mad that she shook her ass? No, I
no,
did
but you're
not.
like different from her sister.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying, it's
absolutely.
two different routes you could take. They were a team, and one went mermaid, and one went Magic City. They both were eating. It's a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is a
I'm
beautiful
gonna watch
thing.
both. I'm gonna watch Chloe and Haley. I'm a
Me
mermaid,
too. Me too.
and I'm a dance pole.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, she's no different from all the other artists wearing the same thing, a bodysuit, and I mean,
I
they're all
never
doing it.
said it was a problem. I just said it's different. That's all I'm
No, I
saying.
know, I know, I
I
know.
know
It's
I did put a negative spin on it, and she didn't have to. She
right,
chose not to. She went a different route. Man, she got a
right.
different body. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But hopefully neither one of them, do anything that tarnishes their career because they're both super ultra talented. And we
Oh
thank
my
Beyonce
God, yes.
for introducing us to those queens and they doing their thing. So God bless them. I hope the industry doesn't, tarnish them in any kind of way and they go on to be Lena Hornes and Patti LaBelle's and Gladys's.
Yes. I
Yeah.
agree with you, 1,000%. Super talented.
Yep.
So let's see the chats. What
Somebody
do they
said,
say?
my wife, that's my wife. She said titty sale too. Because one of them got breasts and one of them got ass. Well,
That's
listen,
true.
Mrs. Williams, no, my wife got a breast reduction and we still been going through that because I love them like they were. And they're lesser, but they're
Yeah.
cute. And she likes them. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So she said titty sale too. That's just a sad story.
So she reduced them because what, like, because they were too big and too heavy?
Yes, in
Yeah,
her
yeah, yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
But for
Yeah,
me,
yeah, in her
ain't no
opinion.
too big, ain't no too heavy. I'll help you carry.
Right, 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 right. Men love big titties.
Right. They still
That's too
nice
funny.
though. They're nice. They're nice. I don't want to elaborate.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that.
Yeah, she said, "Hey, some get both. You were blessed, top and bottom, babe. She in the other room, but you on here. I loved you like you were. I'm Billy Joe. I love you just
Oh.
the way you
So
are."
okay, so relationships. Tell me, so how long you been married for? Your second?
We going on to our 7th year of marriage. We've been knowing each other probably since 97, 98. We've been together over 15 years, I'm guessing at this point. So
Beautiful.
yeah, and she's my ace. My wife and I, we dabbled back in the day. Then we lived our lives. I got married. I was trying to raise my son, and then me and my son's mom, faded. And then when I was single for 2 years, and I had an apartment, and I just got out here and did my thing, and nothing compared. So I went back and found her, And, you know, we've been together ever since.
So what would you like? Because a lot of marriages don't stay together and they're not friendships. So what click that you know, or you keep it together and keep it fresh and alive? Like, what works for you guys?
Well, we laugh a lot, for one. There's a lot of
I see
laughter in the
that.
house. As you can tell from my interaction, and she on here,
Yeah.
she don't crack some
Yeah,
jokes
that's
on me.
beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Laughter is very important because sometimes you can be stressed out and laugh. Then we click physically, but also let me tell you, I knew we could make it. And this is when I finally made the decision when we took our first extended date and it was on a cruise ship. And when you're on a cruise with somebody, you can't get away from them. Ain't no,
No,
they
you
want to go.
cannot.
No, it's just
Right.
24 hours, 7 days. You know, that's like 256 hours or something. Don't correct my math. So we made it through
You
that
feel
whole
it.
without any type of friction. I'm like, wow, if we do 7 days, we could do a lifetime. And so, you know, we've been on the lifetime plan
So
ever
good.
since. No, COVID proved it. This when COVID
Oh
came,
yeah,
we were so
COVID. Yes.
glad to just be home and not have to go nowhere. Then we both started getting them little government little assistance. You know what I mean? We we was around here. She had this whole collection of bathing suits that she couldn't wear nowhere. So we just started doing Jamaica one day and Bahamas the
Oh,
next day. And,
so
you
beautiful.
know, yeah, we ate, we did some DIY projects, you know, painted some things. And so I'm fortunate. I found a unicorn. You know, I'm blessed in that way
Oh, that's
uh, in
beautiful.
my relationship, but it ain't for everybody. But see, the key, and I can tell people that want to know because I've done it wrong and I'm doing it right. The key is you're not in competition with each other. Okay.
Mm,
You're not trying to win and you ain't got to always be right. When you learn that
right.
part, we're two different souls and two different opinions. Just like you and I were talking about the conspiracy theory. If we're in a relationship, that could have turned into an argument, right?
Right. Right.
But since
Right.
we are two individuals that don't have that type of emotional connection, we can both
But you
state
can
our
agree
opinion.
to disagree. You don't always have to agree.
Exactly. So in a relationship, you have to maintain individuality. That was a person, a whole person before I got in her life. And I was a whole person. And I'm not about to be a different person because she's in my life and she's not either. And that goes to everybody out there. So know what you're getting into first. And when you find
Right.
somebody that is who they are, let them be who they are. Because the initial person you meet is basically who they are. Then, you know, it disintegrates into like angry and dry and bitter and all that. But that if you treat that person, that woman that you saw at the club or bust up on the job said, boy, if one day I can wait, if you look at her like that every day, then you'll treat her as such. When you take it for granted because she's there every day, then you don't see her the same way. I see my wife and I compliment her, I stop good, like look good
Is your
today.
phone ringing? Is your phone ringing? Because your voice
Oh,
went
hey, I'm not getting this valuable game right
just
now.
you sound muffled and far.
How about now? Because
No.
I didn't change a thing.
No, you sound crazy. I hear
All
you,
right,
but you sound really funny. Wait,
I'm
you
gonna go
coming
out and
back?
come back. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and come back.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
How's it now?
I mean, you still sound funny.
All right, hold on.
Okay. Sounds like it's getting better. Let's see. He is hilarious. We'll get him back. He is hilarious, guys. So you guys got any of your questions? Okay, there he is. Hold on. Go live.
And scene.
There you are.
We back? We better? We good?
Yes, yes, way better, way better.
See, that was Satan. When you start talking about relationships and black
Right.
families
You don't
staying
want to
together,
help. They don't want you to help nobody.
see, that's the damn Zuckerberg and them. They don't want that's a conspiracy. You could talk about
Oh
murder. They don't
God.
like say our sound was clear. We talking about killing and music, but then I started talking about happy romance and love and black love and unity, and the sound go out. They don't want to hear it. It's keywords.
Right.
Now there's another
Yours was-
conspiracy. And if I say the word Walmart or Home Depot right now, I'm gonna get an ad on my screen.
Yo, that's scary shit.
They
That's
listening
actually
to our
true.
phone. All right, so back to it. Find harmony in your household, man. And to be honest, you got to have separate but equal together and not. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
it's just that simple. You know, you can't change a person. You gotta love the person where they are, and if you can do that, and that person is, if you're both, you know, into making it work, then it should. Even this whole shit with the Boston coach and Nia Long. All right, let's talk about it.
Yes,
We don't
please.
know what their life was, or what they
Right.
agreed about, or what she accepted or knew and didn't
That's
care about
right.
in life. And then it got public and it's blowing their spot up. They might be into. She might have been with all. They might have done some threesome. We don't know. But
Right.
some
Exactly.
people got involved, and it's social damn media that now they got to heal or break up in public with all this scrutiny. So stay out of folks' business for one. You know,
Agreed.
we don't know what it was. And now all the fellas like, man, how could he do that, man? That man, he alone, fine as hell. Y'all focusing on the wrong shit. That man
Right.
got suspended for a whole year. How could he cheat on
Yeah.
a $3 million salary? That's the problem. You
But
know,
why did they fire him off of something that has nothing to do with his career? That was personal. Like, I don't really
because
get
it's
that.
because of the rumors and speculation. Now we going into an area that I wasn't trying to be in, and
I'm sorry.
but we could do it because it's public. It's not that you cheat, it's who you cheat with. And it's been rumor speculation that it's somebody's higher up, one of his bosses woman or somebody that was in the organization, blah blah blah. So it's a personal situation, you know. Plus they have code
Got it.
and workplace, you know, relationship, you know, HR issues and such. So, but they could have kept that in house. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
They could have stayed suspended for personal reasons. Period.
Right.
But it got blown up. Now everybody think they can slide in Nia Long's DM. Talking about, hey, big head.
Right. Right.
I would have never done you like that. Yeah, you know. So that's this era we live in.
Yeah, it's insane. I agree too. Because you have no idea. A lot of these, you know, in our business and you know, they're okay with being a little bit carefree. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. Is that you?
I hope my sound didn't change. My phone just rang.
No. Yeah, no, it's good. It just did a little buzz. You good? You
Okay,
good?
cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about it. Maybe I'll get on a laptop next time I do one of these. Or a laptop, as people like to say incorrectly all the time.
Word.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me say a couple things. I don't know how much further we going. I'm cool with it, but I got a
No,
six.
yeah, we good. Yeah,
In an hour, I have to. Every Tuesday, I do Sybil Wilkes. Sybil from the Tom Join the Morning Show. Tom, Sybil, and Jay. I do her live on Facebook and YouTube, and we talk about real deep topics and politics and health and things of that nature. And I get a couple jokes in. So if y'all watching us now, make sure you go over to Facebook or YouTube and catch Sybil Wilkes. Every Tuesday, I'm on there, but she does it Monday through Friday. Got a great newsletter, and it's free. If you come to Chicago, I have a comedy club that I curate. I'm not the owner, but that was the person who owns the building. Just called, as a matter of fact. It's Riddles Comedy Club. Go to DamonWilliamsComedy.com to get the lineup for all of that. If you ever come to Chicago, you want to come find us. It's a nice, safe look, great grown, like 40 plus. You know, if your ass under 30, don't even look for us because we don't really want to be around you or your raggedy ass. But what's up? Everything's on Damon Williams Comedy. I'm about to be moving around. Like I said, I'm doing the Sherry Shepherd show, and that'll air on October 12th. I got movies on Tubi. One is called, well, I got one, Not Another Black Movie. The other one is Heaven on Seven, which I'm actually the lead, and it's kind of a romantic drama comedy. There's a lot of goofy shit going on with that. But I'm out. I've been doing this thing forever. I don't know how you discover who I am, Miss Velez, but I've been doing this shit since Comic View back in the day. So everybody that's watching us, if you my people, follow her. If y'all her people, follow me. When you replay this, you know, let's get these numbers up, because we are foundation building people in our industry. You are, you know, I don't want to say pioneer because it makes us sound old, but we the OGs in the game, you know, and they be OGing the shit out of me everywhere I go. What up, OG? Hey, I got the name, man.
Me too.
Yeah, and I don't look like what I've been through, so don't quit calling me OG all the time. I see the people say Comic View. So, I mean, but it's facts. Comic View was 94. So certainly I go back. So y'all, somebody said triple OG. See?
Oh my God.
But this weekend in Chicago is Bernie Mac's birthday celebration at the Club Riddles. I'm not even trying to get y'all to buy tickets because it's about to be sold out. But go to Bernie Mac Official. That Instagram account is run by his niece and his daughter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's the family account. That's how you can help and contribute to his foundation, which proceeds go to sarcoidosis research, which is what one of the ailments that he suffered from. And it's going to be such a great epic weekend. Everybody from Chicago, that's comedians that's in Chicago, and they get down. So I came. And this has been an honor and a pleasure to be on your site, and we'll do this again. We could do Relationship Tuesday.
Same here. Thank you so much.
So I do these all the time. Plus, I'm at the crib, and it's okay. I got my wife's stamp of approval, even though when she first saw the post, she's like, "Who the?" She's like, "Hey man, who that Harpo? Who that man?" Yeah. Then she looked at it and she saw it's Gloria Berlin, so it's all good. And so we'll do this again. And what's up?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. Thank you so much for Just Glow Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will definitely post this on YouTube and on my IG. Mwah, blessings. Thank you so much.
See you when I look at you.
Bye.